Can Feng Shui really transform your life beyond just your home? From career growth to relationships, is it a secret to unlocking success? And more importantly, how do you turn this ancient practice into a thriving modern business? Today we're sitting down with Kathryn Wilking, an author, decorator, feng shui expert, and podcast host who has mastered the art of energy flow, not just in spaces, but in life and in business. Get ready for powerful insights that might just shift everything for you.
Hi, I'm Kathryn Wilking. I'm an author, a decorator, a feng shui expert, and a podcast host, all wrapped up into one. Yeah.
Kathryn, you built an incredible career, and I'd love to start by hearing your journey. What inspired you to get started in feng shui, and how did you turn your passion into a thriving business?
Actually, I'm creating excellence for people. I'm creating fulfillment and abundance so that you can prosper through life. Yeah, I've helped people make sense out of their space. And by making sense out of their space, I find supportive specifics for each and every person here in order to find that fulfilling and successful lifestyle.
I'm sure our audience would love to hear more about the challenges you face along the way. Can you share a moment when things didn't go as planned, and how did you overcome it?
I didn't have a really happy childhood. There was just too many kids in the house and I was neglected. I wasn't seen or heard, and people asked me how I got into feng shui. So there's a little bit more of a story about that. You see, just the times where I was born and women weren't really appreciated as much in these circles. And, I was ignored and I was told I was stupid. I wasn't seen, I wasn't heard, I didn't have a lot of needs met, and that's kind of a sad childhood. But it wasn't until I was in grade 6 that actually one of the teachers figured out I needed glasses. So heck, a little bit of a late start in life to finally be able to see in grade 6, and really, actually, I'm a very smart person. I'm very insightful. I'm very compassionate. I have connections in the spirit world. And when I was little, I would find what made sense to me. I was attracted to colors and textiles and pets and bugs and different things. And I had my own little world without worrying about the people around me. So when I was a little bit older, I went into interior design. Of course, all the paints and the wallpaper and all the fun, the hands-on stuff that you could play with and create and have fun. And eventually into private consultations. And it wasn't until way back then, 1998, that I really needed feng shui. I needed to call in help. I had lost what I was doing. You see, the story is I remarried and I just didn't know how to put the house together. And that was like super, super important. But the background story is my husband, my current husband, his name is Stephen. I met Stephen in 1994, actually, and we got married in 1998. And his first wife had died early. Yeah, I left him with a little boy. And I was a single parent with a little boy, and so it seemed like a match made in heaven. And when we finally put everybody together in the same house, all of the first wife stuff came into the house as well, too. And I know I wasn't jealous, I wasn't, upset there. It didn't mean anything to me. I didn't have any connection. In fact, some of Stephen's work, well, he's a dam guy, he travels around a little bit. They had a 3-year assignment in India. So while I were in India, they bought Indian rugs and brass pots and silks and all kinds of stuff like this. And all their memorabilia from their earlier lives together all came into our home. And none of this resonated with me. I didn't get it. I didn't feel the connection emotionally. I didn't really like the colors. The red rugs just didn't resonate with me. And also her grand upright piano came into our home because she was a concert pianist, and the little boy wanted to take lessons on his mother's piano. So I was totally overwhelmed, didn't know how to put the house together, and that's when I called my first feng shui consultant. So when she came to the house and saw what was going on, and she said to me, right away, she said, there's private areas for all of this stuff that doesn't mean anything to you, Kath. And so together we worked on creating space in the common areas so that everyone in the house had a voice and we could learn how to flourish and create new family memories at that point. And I was hooked. I was hooked. I just loved everything about what she was talking about, and I couldn't wait to learn more. So I was buying books and trying to find out more and more stuff as well too. And here we are, more than 25 years later, we're still married. So Feng Shui saved my marriage. Our kids grew up very, very well. They're gainfully employed. They're good citizens. A mom couldn't ask for anything better than that. But Feng Shui has helped me in my business. It's helped my husband Stephen in his business and consulting services. Now we've been traveling all over. Every time we purchase a house, we leave it better than it was before, and we've made a lot of money on those houses too. So not only does Feng Shui work for a person, it's the environment, what they're giving back to the environment, respecting everything, compassion for every blade of grass, every tree, every bug, every person that there is. And it's a code of ethics to just live good, clean lives. Your lifestyle is just so important. So we're living a very, very good life, all due to Feng Shui.
For those who are new to Feng Shui, how would you explain it in simple terms? What are the core principles?
So for those of you that are new to Feng Shui and you wonder what it is and how to get started, well, boy, there's many, many layers of Feng Shui. So I'll just tell you a little bit about that. So yes, the first part is function and flow. Function and flow, of course, takes care of your clutter. How many chairs go into a room? How much is scale is going to your room? What colors do you need? What type of a message do you need in the room? Okay, is it quiet and restful and pontific, or is it you need exercise because you got to jump on the exercise bike? So there's many, many layers. And yes, clutter comes into that area of function and flow. So if you've got some things that you're storing, or you've got a room that's a spare room, don't look in there. Every time I've been in somebody's house and they said, oh, don't look in there, or don't look in the basement or something, you know what? We're going to look in the basement because that's where we're going to start. You've got to clear the baggage from your home in order to leave enough room to get the opportunities coming your way and react on those. Okay, very, very important. The second layer of Feng Shui is about visual aids. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the things that you're looking at in the house all day. If I'm working on my computer for many, many hours, I have to have the things surround me that support me in the colors and images that I need. If I've got an old picture from, my old boyfriend moved out and left this picture, it doesn't mean anything to me. It's not supporting me very well. So I give people permission to get rid of those things, or pass on inherited or discarded, even gifts that aren't supporting them as well. So anything that is visually important, talk about some things that you might want to put on the walls are inspirational messages or goals. Gee, I want to go back to St. Lucia, or I had a really good time, visiting such and such in my holidays. Those are the kinds of happy moments that you want to put around for your visual aids that are going to support you so that you'll stay in a good mood, good vibrations, and that you can make sound decisions for your day. Okay? And the third layer of Feng Shui goes into something I call woo-woo. Yeah, it's way up there. It's the things you can't quite see. There's an energy field, there's a feeling. If you're in a good mood and your vibration is high, that you can help others. So that's what we're going to do in the third layer. It goes into a little bit of crystal work, dowsing, and yeah, if you're ready for it, great. If you want to just stay on the first level, well, we're clearing up your clutter and opening your doors for opportunities. That's great.